Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey W. Jansen. Today is Wednesday, June 7th, 2017. This is a little daily dose of motivation. However, I kind of want to add some stuff in today's motivation that the reason why a lot of you take for granted what you have in life. I was just reading an article about what's going on over in China and a lot of the Asian countries like Taiwan and places with Asian cultures right now. And it's really funny because I'm always telling everybody, go out there, be motivated, do something, and you can get ahead in life. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because right now what's going on, I can't even say the word because I don't know how to say the actual word it's called. But right now going on over in China and Taiwan and several other places, there is a big test going on. And what it is kids, their entire life study for this test. And it makes them or breaks them for the rest of their lives, literally. If they do not pass this test or do poor on this test, they're done. They can never take the test again. They won't get into college, period. It's done. It's over with. There is no chance for them whatsoever. And we take for granted what we have here in the United States to be motivated. Our motivation is if we can think it, we can do it. If we can get a leg up, we can actually overcome and conquer any of our disabilities. I know that several presidents of the past weren't able to walk. Some of them had learning disabilities. And those are the presidents. You know, big CEOs of companies, did you know, couldn't even read or write. Some of these big CEOs of companies, it was because of their ingenuity and their determination not to give up is what pushed them forward, that strived them to do better. However, I'm sitting here reading about what's going on over in China right now. And if you do not pass this test, you do not get into college. There are 2,100 colleges, 2,200 colleges, what's going over in China right now. However, we have people that are sitting there complaining of a tummy ache, a little, but here you have the opportunity every single day to go out there and make yourself better. I don't care if you've been in jail, the military. I don't care if you've fallen straight on your face, you've gone through divorce, you've gone through separations. You have the opportunity to change what you do in life and change who you are and change what you do no matter what your circumstances are. Yet what's going on over in China, they have one test for their students that they practice their entire lives for, and if they fail, they're done in society. In other words, they will not get good jobs. They will never have an opportunity to take this test again. When they fail, they fail. They fall flat on the face. Society shuns them. They are now nobodies. They can never make a difference. But here in the United States, you can be a college dropout. You can be drop out, and you could actually join the military and go out and do something better. Or you can invent something, or you can move ahead slowly. Goes back to the movie Monsters University. Remember when Sully and them got kicked out of college because they cheated? What did they do? They worked themselves up. Yes, it's a kid's show. It's a kid's movie. But it goes to show how great the United States is and how many opportunities you have if you just have a little motivation to go out and do it. Yet I'm sitting there watching what's going on over in the Asian countries right now where they have a test. And if you fail the test, you're done. For the rest of your life, you're done. You do not have a chance. You cannot get into college. You fail. You're a loser. You're an outcast. And that's how other countries treat their people. I mean, what is it? The other day we celebrated 25 years of what happened in Tiananmen Square. And you know, people don't even know what Tiananmen Square is anymore. It's where the college kids did an uprising in China because they do not agree with the government of China. They don't agree with the crackdowns. They wanted to have a little freedom. And what did China do? They ran them over. They threw them in jail. They killed them. Boom, gone. Tiananmen Square was an uprising that the world saw, and the world didn't do nothing about it. But here you start finding out that as a child is born in an Asian country, and they have to study. Everything's put on education. Study. You know, and if they cannot pass this one test, or they get poor grades in this one test, they're done for life. And it is that bad. Yet in the United States, you can fail everything. Sure, we have the ACTs, we have the SATs, you know, we have, college prep. I did terrible in high school. I missed a lot of school in high school. Why? Because I was depressed. I didn't want to go to school. Yet, what I did was I went into the Marine Corps, and I got my daily dose of motivation every single day. Drill instructors in your face. I had some of the toughest sergeants. I had some of the greatest friends sit there motivating me every single day. Never once gave up on me. Got out of the Marine Corps, went back to college with my poor scores, but because I went in the military, they accepted me, and I passed with honors. Why? Because I needed some extra motivation. I needed some extra encouragement. And now I look at all those men and women that I served with in the Marine Corps. Technically, the men I served with in the Marine Corps, it's nothing against women. I believe women can do whatever they want. But I was in an infantry unit, and we were all men. And, we're the best of friends now. There's nothing I want to do for any of them. But guess what? I got into college. I finished college. Now I sit there and read to you guys. I try to motivate you all to understand how good you have it in society today. And understand that if you go out there and just do a little bit more, yeah, sure, you could fall flat on your face, but you're failing forward. If you go out there and believe in yourself and believe, look, I might not get this job today or tomorrow, but I'm going to get it. If you go out there knowing that your baby's mom or your baby's daddy is going to give you a hard time, but as long as you can communicate and you understand that you're going to get really, really upset and mad, but as long as you can bite your tongue, eventually things will get better. It's not going to be better now, and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I understand that. But if you're in there and you can get society and you can look it in the face and say, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. I am determined to move on to the next step. If you want some motivation in your life, I will give you every single phone number of every single Marine that I ever served with, and I guarantee you they will light a fire underneath your butt, and they will make sure that you understand that you matter. But they're not going to be nice to you. They're going to make sure that you understand there's no such thing as a free handout. But on the other hand, you want to see how bad society can really be? Go to a place like China where you have to take a test as a high schooler or a grade schooler. And if you don't pass that test, you're done for the rest of your life. There's no other chances. Instead, understand you live in the greatest nation on this earth. Quit feeling that you're entitled. Go out there and do something. Do not expect anybody else to do it for you. You want a free handout? Go to a soup kitchen. You want a free handout? Then don't bother trying to get motivated by me or anybody I know. If you want a free handout, go out there and do a little effort on your own. Go out there. I understand that what I do is not going to be perfect. They're not everybody's cup of tea. But I go out there every day and help as many people as I can. Now, you want to see some motivated individuals? You talk to any Marine that I ever served with, or any of these Army or Navy or Air Force guys that I'm great friends with, and they will motivate you, and they will show you exactly how great it is out there. Yeah, sure, we get depressed. Yeah, sure, we understand that not everything's going to be great. Oh my God, you didn't get an Xbox today or the new live game of Xbox. Who cares? Why don't you worry about putting food on the table and paying your bills first? Why don't you worry about your kids before you worry about yourself? You need to be motivated when you go out there every single day. And the reason why I say that is because I look at what the world is, and everybody has no clue how great they have it. They don't understand what the world is really like because they live in a free nation, a free society, to where like, oh, if I don't get that job, the government will give me money. Great. Guess what? If the government gives everybody money, eventually the government will give nobody money. Why? Because the government will have no money coming in to give you money. You need people paying taxes in order for these little bits of nuggets to help you get ahead in life. But if you're taking advantage, like, oh, I'll just take the nuggets, but I don't need to get ahead, well, then you're taking advantage of what they're out there for in the first place. When military gets out of the military, when they EAS and they get out, they can go to colleges. They get a VI bill, they get their GI bill, veterans grants. Some of the states have like veterans grants also, and they get all these different things to push them to be able to get their college, to get an education, to go out there and do it. You have other businesses out there that'll hire military nonstop because they know that these guys went out there and they earned their freedom. If you just go to college, I understand you're a great person, but you were able to go to college right out of high school, great. But now if you're taking advantage of our system, how about these people that are like, oh, I'm just going to be in a gang their entire life? Great. You want to know something? You know what happens when you're in a gang? You get killed. You know what happens when you're in a gang? You go to jail. You know what happens when you're in a gang? You OD or overdose, because most of these gangs, they sell drugs and shit like stuff like that. Sorry for my mouth. I apologize. But I'm so tired of everybody thinking I'll just get in a gang. BS. Get out there and do something with your life. Get out there and go to those interviews today. Clean yourself up. Clean yourself off. If you think that, oh, well, women don't matter. BS. Women are just as important as men. And I guarantee you, if my daughter or my sister or my aunts and everything are in the workplace, I guarantee you better treat them as equals. Because they not only are going to outwork you, but you need to treat them with respect. If you're one of these people that still thinks racism is a thing, no. Everybody is equal. Guess what? Welcome to the new world. Get it out of your head that you are better than somebody else, because you're not. What you need to do is you need to go out there and work and earn what you want. That's where I'm going with this. You need to work for and earn what you want. Why? Because you're in the greatest nation on earth. You have every opportunity out there. You can go over to different companies that will help you find a job. You can go to colleges that will help you get an education. You can take night school like a lot of these great mothers do, or these single people do. They go to night school and they work during the day so they can get a better job for later on. You've got network marketers out there that have no money cap on what they do, and they're out there every day pushing, trying to create teams or businesses. You got truck drivers on the road every single day driving America's goods around the country. You got school teachers out there every day trying to teach our youth that, hey, you have every opportunity in the world. Please listen. You have families out there every single day. You got single moms and single dads out there every day trying to teach their kids how great things are. And then you get around these entitled people. They think they're entitled, or they think they come from money. No, guess what? It doesn't matter how much money you got. It's a matter who's going to have more motivation, who's going to have more energy for tomorrow, who's going to push themselves to the next level. Push to the next level. Yes, it hurts. Pain hurts. Just like you're running a marathon or running a race. I don't know if you've ever done it, but you should try it. Because when you do it, towards the end, I don't care how in shape you are. I don't care what you're doing. You are hurting. You were tired. But when you cross that finish line, you're happy you won. But you didn't win because you crossed the finish line. You won because you got through the race. That's why you won. It's the hard work that gets you across the finish line that'll get you what you need in life. And if you cannot understand that, or cannot get that through your thick skull, that it's the effort and the work that you do, then you need to have an ethics lesson on how to get ahead, on how to do more for yourself. And if you don't have a reason why, you're right, then you're no better than these people that feel entitled. Because there's no such thing as a free lunch. There's no such thing as free money. There's no such thing as somebody giving you everything. Do you know that the majority of the people, 95% of all the people that win the lottery, lose all their money within the first 5 years? Yet they've got more money than everybody else. You know why? Because they didn't learn how to spend their money. They didn't learn what taxes were. They didn't learn how to properly plan for the future. They just went out and spent it all like, oh, look at all this money I got. Now they're exactly in the same situation they were before. But those that have money learn to hold on to it, knowing how important it is, and they actually give it to charity organizations. They give it to people. They help people get to climb to the top. Whenever I make a sale, whenever I do something in my business, you know what I do? I actually go out and try to help as many people as I can. I have a percentage that I will go out and help people. And if they take advantage of my hospitality, then they don't get any more. But if they're sitting there, because eventually they're going to get that run, it's like siphoning gas. Once it gets over the loop, it just automatically comes out. But some people, they don't want that. They just want your free handouts. So get out there in life. Take a shower. Brush your teeth. Be kind to people. You don't have to be negative every day. If you're so worried and you have to get on to say the latest negative thing, then obviously you're not looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is this. What are you doing to get ahead in life? What are you doing to make your life better for you and your family? What are you doing? If you have to go out and cut grass, go out and cut grass. If you have to go out and work at McDonald's or Burger King or else, then go work there. But if you are out there and you're just like, I'm not going to do nothing, I'm nobody. No, you're a somebody. You need to know you're important. You need to get up, get out, get going, and start doing the best you can. If you need a little motivation, I'll tell you what books to read. I will help you. You need to get your kids or whatever in the military so they get a little motivation. I will bring a drill instructor. I will bring a recruiter to your door, and I will have them sign your kids up or yourself up for the military just so you know what true motivation is. But if you have nobody pushing you, and you look at me like whatever he's saying doesn't matter, you're right. Then whatever I'm saying doesn't matter. That means the next person that tries to tell you doesn't matter. What I'm saying to you right now is you matter, and you can get out there and do more. Get yourself motivated. Put a fire underneath your butt and get going. Otherwise, look what's going on over in China. They take a test, and if they fail, they're nobodies. In the United States, if you take a test and fail, you can take it as many times as you want. But you don't need, the tests don't matter. What matters is your leadership skills. What matters is your motivation skills. If you're going to go out there and you're willing to do it. You know what employers are looking for? They're looking for hard-working people that can actually take charge and give new ideas to their companies. When you go in there, you need to research that company you're going into. If you're going out there to make sales, whether in legal or insurance or network marketing, then you need to be able to work on your own and be able to read and write and be able to push to the next level. If you're trying to get into college, you know what college want? They want to know if you're capable of learning new things on your own so that you can move ahead in life and society. It's not about what your memorization skills are. It's not about who you know. It's about how you do. It's about what you do and how far you're willing to take it. So if you're willing to take it to the next level, it's like a race. If you're quitting in the middle, they're not going to take you. But if you're willing to, the race didn't say whether or not you could take a car to the end. So you run halfway, get in a car, get out, then run the rest of the race. Hey, guess what? You still made it to the finish line. Nobody said you couldn't do it. Use your head. Keep it simple, stupid. The simplest approach is sometimes the best approach in everything we do in life. Why am I getting anxious? Why am I getting excited? Why do I tell you all this? Because I read articles about what's going on over in these other countries, and I see all these people that want our country to be like all these other countries, yet these other countries base people's intelligence off a test. In America, we're not based off a test. In fact, our founding fathers are probably some of the more illiterate people there are. Sure, some of them were doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. But look at the doctors and lawyers of that time frame. They didn't know much. Nowadays, we have some of the most brilliant minds around because of people like that. And some of the most brilliant minds we haven't discovered yet because they can't get their head out of their butt to get educated and motivated to go out there and show us that they can change the world one person at a time. If you think you can't change the world, then you never will. If you think that you don't matter, then you don't. But I'm here to tell you right now that every single one of you not only matters, not only makes a difference, not only has the energy and the capacity to keep moving forward, but you are awesome. A lot of people ask me, so I do all these religion things. You know, I know something? I hate organized religion. I flat out said it. I hate organized religion. You know why I hate organized religion? Because I believe in God and I believe in Jesus. I really do. Those are the two things I believe in. I believe in talking to Jesus, and I believe in talking to God, and I believe that, we have to, want to believe in those things. Religion, look at all the radical stuff out there today. Okay? I don't follow religion, I follow God. Now, do I try to put that on people? No, because you have to want that also. And some people, they're atheists. That's okay. I understand. Some people are agnostic. Guess what? I understand. They neither believe nor deny. But on the other hand, if you believe in something, you got to keep going forward. But if you follow everybody blindly, you're a lemming. And if you don't know what a lemming is, that means they just follow. They'll follow you over the cliff. You ever see the Pied Piper? Ever see any of the little carters? The Pied Piper playing a little Pied Piper and everybody follows them. They'll follow them right off the cliff. Don't be the person that jumps off a cliff. Don't be that friend that if your friends jump off a bridge, you're going to jump off too. I might jump off a bridge, but I'm going to make sure there's a bungee cord attached to me. Because you can't follow blindly with whatever you do. You need to go out there and make the world a better place. Not by following blindly, but by taking the reins and leading from the front. Being able to go into it yourself. The worst thing I ever hated when I was in the Marine Corps and hated everywhere else I was at are people that always said, do as I say, not as I do. I hate that. Why do I hate that so much? Because if somebody is willing to tell you to go do something but not willing to do it themselves, then why should I do it? If I will never tell anybody to do anything that I myself have not already done or not willing to do myself. And if they say, well, you didn't do it, I will go out there and I will pick up trash for a living if I have to. And I will lead by example. I will get my hands dirty. I will do whatever it takes. Anyway, I'll talk to everybody later. I got to go talk to Ray. Bye, everybody. What's going on? That's your sister?
Yes,
Hi, baby. Nice to meet you also. You want to keep some Ray in mind? All right, sorry, Ray.